All right, ladies and gentlemen, here live from Independence Day, July 4. And if you're watching this as a rerun, you can skip ahead. Ooh, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, right in there. We'll get started on that side of things. Independence Day show from the branch. Happy Independence Day. Morning, Waylon. See more and more people talking about ivermectin and just recently starting to take it and seeing some of the health benefits. I think in the last 6 years, less than 3 times I've, like, really gotten, like, sick. A head cold, it's not gonna help with that, but, like, I haven't had the flu in 6 years. So, I don't know if it helps or not. Josh, morning. Down at, Nishu, Bowman, and Bismarck working on the outdoor range expansion. Oh, they're expanding. Nice. So my first tournaments were at the, Nishu. First, like 3 indoor tournaments I did down that way. I thought it was fun. Static range to 100 yards, good. Do the archery in the schools program, do they use that, or do they actually stay in the schools and do the program within the school itself? Uh, or NASP, NASP, or whatever they was? I don't know if that's still a thing or not. Happy Independence Day, Mike. Good morning to you, buddy. We've been here a while. It's amazing how fast the years go by. Let's see here. I was gonna. I'm gonna print this here. How am I supposed to do that? Karen, good morning. Happy Independence Day. Mr. Bulgy, I know. You're right. I usually take the Independence Day off. Due to some family circumstances, I got to stay kind of local. So I figured, you know what? I'll explain this when we start the program. Okay, when I start the program, I'll explain what's going on. Not all of it, but why I'm doing the program here today, and all that good stuff. So I'll explain part of it. I ain't gonna explain the family side of it, but yeah, I got a little bit angry at some people here about. So I do a morning show on a different on Montana radio stations. And we had an issue, and it's going to stem from that is why I'm doing the program today. Okay, we had an argument, and it's a very valid argument, and I feel it's one of those things I'm not gonna give up on my side. Shocker, right? I know that's a surprise. Uh, I think people have forgotten what today represents. Let's just start with that, and I'll explain later on. Made me mad. So there you go. So there you go. What you guys got on tap? Any, I don't know, we got Marmouth having a big rodeos here. We got Belfouche having big ones. Mobridge is having a big celebration. I'm sure a lot of places are, but those are the ones I know for sure. Mandan Rodeo Days, Killdeer, Killdeer Mountain Roundup is going on. What else? Throw them out there. If there's anything in your area, let me throw a little bit of love that way, and I can get that on the air for you, or you can text them. Either way, go that way. Question for you was a trivia question last night. When was the Declaration of Independence signed? Do you know? I think it was they say 1776. I said July 2nd, 1776 is when it started. I don't think the last couple people signed until like August 15th is what I believe it was. Oh. Oh, I forgot to do the countdown station. Shoot. Uh, I'll I'll Google it here for you, but I can't believe that's still in my head. I don't know if I'm right or not. Stations will do the 7:01, 8:01, okay? 8:01 mark Central Time. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. I'll do that countdown here in about 15 seconds. I read the story this week about John Browning and his patents. All right. Yeah. All right. Stations 7:01, 8:01 Mountain Time or Central Time. Sorry. Can see how today's going to go. On mark. I thought it was a year early, but I believe maybe it was a year earlier, but let me Google it. Let me Google it really quick. Let's see. Oh, look at there. It was listening to us. All I had to do was when was, and it did the rest of it for me. Adopted by the Congress July 4, but was no, that can't be right. That is from a organization I don't trust right there. Whoops. Let's see what this says. Let's see. Independence Day. Let's see. The Continental Congress declared its freedom from Britain on July 2nd, 1776. John Adams thought July 2nd would be marked as a national holiday. After voting on independence, Congressional Congress needed a finalized document explaining the move to public. They took 2 days for Congress to agree on the edits of the 6 people signed it also. The actual Declaration of Independence document, July 4th, had ordered that it be sent to the printer. 200 copies. Okay. 26 copies of the so okay. July 2nd originally was independent when they declared the independence. It was adopted 2 days later with some edits to it. And on July 4th, and the last people signed in August. So there you go. There's a little quick history for you. All right. Make a person feel old. We just had our 50th class reunion in Hettinger. Yowza. That's why I never go to my class reunions, right? Well, Waylon does. I don't go to those damn things. Continue on this, and I had a few beers with him, and a few warned me. Sorry, late coffee. The wife on the porch got talking. No worries. No worries. Oh, shit. I got to call him probably, huh? Good grief.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. I get to sit here BSing with people online, and I forgot to call you. Oh, good grief. All right. We got 2 minutes here till airtime. 2 minutes.
Oh, Herb.
2 minutes. We'll go that way. I'm going to have a little fun. We'll just go through a little history and so. It's just a BS session. Just I have to remember to watch my mouth, and when you start telling stories, just be careful on that too.
Yep. Yeah, I had that thought. Stay away from the blood, guts, and mayhem, and keep the dirty language out.
I don't know. To a point, I want if you do get into a story, try to paint the picture without being too bad on it. But I don't think people. We'll cover this. We'll cover it when we get into it. Hate to repeat myself over and over, but.
Yep. I understand.
Yeah.
So.
No, I appreciate you doing this. And when I get into it, too, I'll explain I only did one other Independence Day show ever in my radio career, ever. I've always taken the day off. And I'll explain that going into that, too.
Yeah. And I'd prefer not to get too into the blood and guts of mayhem. That's good stories for close friends and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay.
So. That's you and me around the firehouse here. That stuff. Because some of it I find funny even yet today.
Yeah. Well, we can go over some good stuff. Yeah. Share what you want, and if it's not, then we'll just go that way. Stand by here. I'm going to turn you down. We got about 25 seconds here. Stand by. Stand by. All right, stations. 20 seconds. Why does that go dark? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday edition of Dakota Prairie Outdoors, heard all across the great Dakota territory and into 6 states and a couple Canadian provinces, too. We appreciate all the coverage that I get through the major networks around the area. Great stations like KGFX in Pierre, South Dakota. We have KOLY, Mobridge, South Dakota. K-Fire 550 in Bismarck, Mandan. KCJB 910. I cut my teeth on the radio side of things up there. And, of course, the Western Edge KLTC and 106.9. Thank you guys for tuning in here this morning. And I've got to explain. So I've only done 2 Independence Day shows in my life. It's one of the holidays I've always taken off and respected more than any other holiday around. And I think we got a little bit out of sorts, I still believe. And this is why I have my good friend, Mr. Lucas Kelly. Welcome to the program, Mr. Lucas. Good to have you here. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for having me.
You bet. So I got to explain to folks why I decided at the last week here to say, you know what, we need to do one of these. So I do some radio for a morning show over in Baker, Montana. And all of the commercials that you hear and everybody I talk to, they're like, happy 4th. Hey, the 4th. It's about the 4th. It's about the 4th, right? And I had a radio boss by the name of Brian Fisher way back in the day that told me I got into that whole habit too. And he's like, Scott, he said, you wouldn't call Christmas happy December 25th, would you? And I'm like,
no.
Well, no. He says, would you call Valentine's happy February 14th? I'm like, no. Then why are you calling Independence Day happy 4th of July? And it really stuck with me. It really, and he went into it. He's like, this is about our independence. This is the biggest day for the United States of America. And people don't know what it is. And when you ask people, what are we celebrating? And they're like, well, the 4th.
Right.
We're not
seem to have forgot.
Yeah, the people have forgotten what went on. So I've only done one other Independence Day show, and that was with a guy by the name of Charlie Miller. He was my friend's dad in back in Raleigh, North Dakota, and the guy was a Vietnam vet, and he was the guy that held all the radio equipment and had to go all over the place. And I was sitting in the studio at KFYR doing this radio program. I'm going to do this today too, if you're okay with this, Mr. Lucas. Is the phone lines are open for any vet that has served to call in and share a story. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what
I enjoy talking to other vets. Yep.
Yeah. So we're going to start this out here by first off, I got a message on the YouTube from Jonathan. Is it Zabko? He says, Kelly, we served together in the 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marines, Easy Company.
Yeah, Johnny's good shit. So he's one of my favorite people out there. There's a bunch of us that still talk, like 8, 9 of us, and he's in that group, and we were just texting this morning.
Well, let's do this first. Tell us where you grew up, and give us a little history of where you grew up and what got you into the military and why you choose the Marines.
Well, I grew up in northeast Montana by Circle. Actually, headed that way for a wedding today.
Oh.
And we got, in my family, Dad's got 8 brothers. And Dad and, 4 of his brothers served in the Marines. One in the Army. So, yeah, there's a pile of us. It's always been a joke that we've been giving the Marine Corps bodies since World War I.
Like Hank Williams says, it's a family tradition.
Yeah, it's a family tradition, but it seems to have ended with me. I am the last generation and the only one of my generation to join so far.
Well, but that's okay, right? I mean, because it's honestly, it's not for everybody.
No, my own 2 sons and my daughter are off doing their own thing, and I'm so proud of them. And I couldn't be happier that they are taking their own path.
So it was more, you didn't have a choice. With all the family being in the Marines, it was like, guess what? You're going into the Marines.
No, I made the choice.
You did. Okay.
My mother always jokes that she knew I was going to be a Marine when I was like 5 years old.
She did. So when did you enlist?
I enlisted in January 2001. Went to MCRD San Diego, so I'm a Hollywood Marine.
Okay. Is that what they call them, Hollywood Marines in San Diego?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you got the Islanders and the Hollywood Marines.
I'll tell you this right now. Of all the places I've been to, big cities, San Diego's the only one that I enjoy because of the military presence over there. Honestly about that. So you can be a Hollywood. That's not even in the right town.
I know, but right state, so that's where you get it. Because Paris Island's the other one, so it's Islanders and Hollywood.
Okay, well, fair enough. How long? How long was your boot camp? How long was the training before you actually got enlisted and seen some action?
Well, it was. Let's see, we got 3 months, a little over 3 months at your boot camp, and then for me, I went straight infantry. I'm 0311. So then I had to go to SOI, the School of Infantry.
Okay.
And that was another, 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks. I can't remember. So, and then from there, I got sent over to Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. So I got to be close to the island after that.
And, what's one thing that you can say you take away from boot camp that every kid nowadays should know about?
Keep your head on you. Understand it's just a test and a pass you got to get through. And you'll never, ever, ever forget that Eagle Globe and Anchor being placed in your hand and the work you earned to do it.
What's one of the hardest things that you went through boot camp wise physically? What's the one thing you were like, marching. Oh man,
all the marching. Like we marched everywhere and every day and hours and all the marching. And I understand. I mean, you do it to get the unit to move together.
Yeah.
We had the Crucible was pretty tough, and then you had to hike up. Mount Mother. He can finish that.
Yeah, I got you. All the Marines listening know what's going on here. They're all laughing with you. Yeah.
So we had to get up that, but yeah, no, that was challenging, but really the hardest thing I had to go through was combat in general, is the whole thing. So
yeah, we'll talk about that here after a little bit too. I want to kind of keep these segments a little bit, and then, like I said, if anybody wants to call in, excuse me, if you have your own stories, or you just want to ask Mr. Lucas a question here, 1-888-932-5682 is the number. It automatically puts you on hold, and we'll get to your calls as we go through it. Again, that's 888-9-DAKOTA. That's 888-932-5682. And Mr. Bulgy says, tell Lucas hello and thank you for your service. Mr. Bulgy from South Dakota down in that area. So
there's another good man. I haven't seen him in a long time.
I haven't either. He doesn't come up shooting prairie dogs anymore. He never had enough ammunition to begin with. So I guess we're up against one of our first breaks here very shortly here, Mr. Lucas. So has there always been those two training points for the Marines? Has that stood the test of time?
Yeah, for going in the infantry, and then if you say you're going in as a supply or motor pool or cook or anything like that, then you go through ITB, which is Infantry Training Battalion.
Okay.
And then you go on to your special school.
Okay, sounds good. We'll cover a little bit more of that. Stay with me here. We're talking with Marine Lucas Kelly as we are Independence Day today. Happy Independence Day. We'll be back after these messages.
Pfeiffer's Auctioneers proudly presents the 3rd Annual Dakota Territory Car Auction, Saturday, July 25th on Main Street in Bowman, North Dakota, in conjunction with the Dakota Territory Car Show, featuring an outstanding collection of American muscle, including a 1974 Oldsmobile Cutlass 442, a 1968 Pontiac GTO, classic square body pickups, Chevrolets, Fords, Buicks, Dodges, a Studebaker, and a Triumph motorcycle, automobilia, and so much more. Bid live, on-site, or online. For more information and online bidding, log on to Pfeifers.com.
For over 80 years, Dakota Community Bank and Trust has been a leader in ag financing because we understand the business of creating relationships is more than an interest rate. Agriculture is a foundation to the community, and we are here to help your operation expand, grow, and continue to the next generation. Talk to our ag lending team today.
Community looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
Equal housing lender.
Bowman Livestock Marketing, serving the tri-state area for all of your livestock marketing needs. Eastern Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota. You can be sure of great care for your cattle and top price at sale time. Call Austin Snook at 307-290-2161. That's 307-290-2161 for more information or just to talk cattle markets. You can also find them on Facebook and go to their website, BowmanLivestockMarketing.com.
If you're serious about fishing, your boat better be too. At River City Sports, this isn't just inventory, it's purpose-built fishing machines. From Vexus with advanced infused composite construction to Skeeter for speed and performance to rugged aluminum like the Crestliner Fishhawk. Big water, back lakes, walleye, crappie, whatever you chase, they've got a rig for you. And around here, walleye fishing matters. River City Sports, they'll put you in a boat that's made to fish.
Hey everybody, this is Riley Schrafer from Schrafer Red Angus. We would like to extend a big heartfelt thank you to all our family, friends, neighbors, and customers that helped make this past year a success. We here at Schrafer Red Angus are praying that each and every one of you has a safe and healthy calving season, timely spring rains, and a good start to all the hay crop for this year. If you're ever in our area and want to stop and go through the cows, our door is always open and you are more than welcome to swing in for a visit. Have a safe and blessed spring from Schrafer Red Angus.
Pfeiffer's Auctioneers presents 2 outstanding Montana land auctions coming up this summer. First, a 104-acre ranchette just 1 mile west of Baker in Fallon County, selling July 25th in Baker, Montana. Then, don't miss the Pleasant View land auction. 155 acres of contiguous cropland, hayland, native grazing, and outstanding hunting land just 6 miles west of Glendive in Dawson County. Closing August 25th. For more information on dozens of land and equipment auctions across the upper Midwest, log on to Pfeifers.com.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Freedom Repair. Whether it's a tractor, baler, your cutter, your combine, or air seeder, Freedom Repair comes to you and helps you get fixed up and back in the field. 19 plus years experience. Give Lucas Kelly a call at 701-440-1945. That's 701-440-1945. Freedom Repair, veteran owned and operated. MoPro Guide Service, the best on Lake Oahe. Brent and his staff will give you the most enjoyable fishing experience, always having the latest in electronics, gear, and the most comfortable Lund boat on the water. Fish with somebody who lives in Mobridge, South Dakota, the heart of Lake Oahe. If you need a place to stay, the Mo Rest Motel has newly updated rooms with free internet, a family-owned and operated business. Go to OaheWalleyes.com. That's OAHE Walleyes.com for the best fishing experience Lake Oahe has to offer. Rockin' 7W has all the panels you need. Freestanding panels, windbreak panels, feeder panels, and the original protester panel. If you don't know what that is, it's a sort panel that makes sorting calves from a cow a breeze. You can do it in a fraction of time with just one person on foot or horseback. You can custom order sizes to fit your current operation, or you can start from scratch. Rockin' 7W also does trailer repair on any size trailers, mobile welding, and custom cattle hauling. Call Justin at Rockin' 7W at 701-206-1030. That's 701-206-1030. Rockin' 7W, the farmer and rancher's go-to guy.
On that road, but don't you worry, one day I'll settle down. And when that time comes, I hope you're still around. I hope you're still around. I hope you're still around.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Dakota Prairie Outdoors. It's Saturday edition, special military tribute. Happy Independence Day, everybody. Very, very important that you call it Independence Day. Let people know it's not the 4th of July. It's held on the 4th, but it is still Independence Day. Lucas Kelly, Marine, and you never, a lot of people say, well, isn't he an ex-Marine? No, you're never an ex-Marine, are you?
No, you earned that title and it's yours forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I was saying earlier, you don't forget the day you get that Eagle Globe and anchor on top of Mount Mother or wherever they do it in Paris Island.
Yeah.
So,
Island.
you never.
The fun part about listening to all you guys in the military talk is how much everybody's against every other military branch, but you all get together and whoop butt, so what is that the way in between the Marines too? You guys give each other a hard time, or is that just between the other two branches?
Oh, we all give each other crap over it. I'm part of this group. I need to go up and go hunting with them again, but there's a group of vets and friends that go hunting up in Hazen, and I was going, but I haven't been in a couple of years. And there's Army Special Forces guys up there, Rangers. There's only 2 Marines. And, we just give each other crap the whole time we're up there. We have a good time. We're all good friends. We all get along. It's a camaraderie of those who have served.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
a quick question comes in here from Jamie. He says, thanks for putting your foot and rear end for America, Lucas, here. Appreciate what you've done. And he says, what's his opinion about the 5.56 as a combat round? Most military veterans I know were in combat, don't have a problem with it, but some do. What's your opinion on the 5.56?
Oh, it got the job done when we needed it to. I got no real complaint about it. It never failed me. So
let's talk a little bit. So after you got, when was your first deployment?
Was actually part of the race to Baghdad and up through Ambush Alley, all that stuff.
What
year stuck in Four Corners?
2002?
2003.
3? Okay.
Yeah. So we deployed with the 24th MEU in August of 2002, and we were supposed to come home, and we got stuck waiting. And it's like sitting on the sidelines in football. You're ready, you want in, you want the coach to let you play, and we were bouncing around on a boat, and they told us they were going to send us home. We were all mad, and then the next day we're unloading boats, and I was part of the track company.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. a lot of people, a lot of times you hear this, it's like you don't want to see your kids going to combat. You don't want this. You don't want. You guys were ready and mad that they were wanting to send you home. You wanted to get in there. Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted in. Yeah, put me in, coach. That's what I think of.
That's a great mentality that I don't think people would train much anymore is put me in. Let me do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But, today's world, with the Iran kicks off big, I'd much rather go than my kids go because I've been there. I know I could come back from them.
Yeah. How many times were you deployed?
Twice.
Okay. So let's stick with the first deployment. What kind of to give us a little summary what you kind of did, what was expected out of you on that one?
Well, we left and we were just on a MEU. So a MEU is a Marine Expeditionary Unit.
Okay.
And basically we're just a quick reaction force for the world. We run around and wherever there's trouble that we need to go, we go. We got twice we went into Djibouti, Africa. One time was show of presence and training, if you will. Like we rolled in there and made up some ranges and acted like let the world know we're there.
Okay.
And the second time we were guarding some equipment that was getting moved into Iraq as the war was kicking off, Iraq and Afghanistan.
Okay. That's interesting that you go and just to show military presence by showing. It's kind of like showing off, right? I mean, that's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it's exactly what it is.
Okay.
And then, we got to see some cool places. I got into Italy and Greece and Seychelles Islands, and Seychelles Islands is kind of cool. I'd go back to that.
I've never heard of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
we said we're going to open the phone lines for anybody who wants to talk with you and share some stories, and we got somebody on the line right here. Again, 888-9-DAKOTA, that's 932-5682. Let's go to the phone lines here. What's your first name?
My name is Benny.
Hey, Benny. Good morning. Happy Independence Day. What's on your mind today?
Well, before I get to my question, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing today. I am in the hayfield listening to my favorite rodeo program. And after that, I'm going to load up some bucking bulls and I'm going to head to a rodeo and I'm going to enjoy that. And I'm going to get to do some music. And
the famous Benny Paulson here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about famous. But I've lived my life doing things that I love to do. I'm doing all the things I love to do today. And if it wasn't for guys like Mr. Kelly, I would not get to do that. And in this time, I'm so grateful and I appreciate what you've done so we can live this crazy, awesome life in America. And so I want to say thank you, Mr. Kelly. But my question is, I don't feel like thank you is enough for all that you guys have done. And what I want to know is, what can we do or what can I say to show appreciation?
As a veteran, it's always, so what I say when somebody tells me thank you, it's always, what do you say? You turn back and say thank you to them? I always say, I appreciate your gratitude. A few years ago, I heard somebody say that, and I thought, man, that just fits. Thank you is plenty for me, and most of us vets appreciate that. I've walked into a bar wearing my Marine Corps cap, and I had guys buy me around. My 40th birthday, we were down in Deadwood, and my 40th birthday happens to be Veterans Day, which is also the day after the Marine Corps birthday, which if you know any Marines, the Marine Corps birthday is huge. And a friend of mine made a big deal about it, and next thing you know, I didn't buy around the whole damn night. It was a blast.
You mean you take free drinks as thank yous?
Absolutely.
Military likes that. I can't believe it.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, it's the gratitude goes a long way. You think of like our Vietnam vets they come back to no gratitude, Yeah. So.
Yes, my dad's a Vietnam vet, and that's, I wrote a song about it, and it's just, to me, it's not enough. So what I try to do, and I want to tell, and I'm trying to tell the world this too, is to live our life in a way that we utilize those freedoms, that we take more than we give, that we give back to the world, and, take advantage of the freedoms that our military has afforded us. And, you know, I just want to take it one step further than just saying thank you. It's just not enough. And so trying to give back.
Yeah. I myself, if I see one of the veteran caps out there, I go out of my way to walk up and shake their hand and say thank you. And I don't even tell them I'm a vet myself. So
I'm going to start doing that more too. Well, thank you guys very much once again. Thank you, and happy Independence Day to you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate
Happy
it.
Independence Day, sir.
Wait, which rodeo are you going to?
Marmarth.
You're taking bulls to Marmarth. Okay. Well, good deal.
Taking bulls to Marmarth. I get to sing the national anthem, and I get to sing some songs. Like, tell me another country in this world that I get to live that life. There's none.
Well, you're going to have a good time.
Only in America.
Marmarth that's a great little rodeo they put on down that way. Really do.
You bet.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to it.
We'll see you on the road, my friend.
Have a good day, fellas.
You bet. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And another message comes in here. It's from a different Josh, I do believe here. Let me see if I'm doing this the right way. There we go. Thanks to Mr. Kelly for your service. Thanks to all the men and women fighting for this country that I get to play in the dirt every day for a living. So I think more and more people are realizing, Mr. Lucas here, that this day of July 4th is more than the 4th of July all of a sudden. This is what we're trying to get across.
We're celebrating our 250th year of being a great nation. Let's rock and roll, you know.
Oh man, and we're going to talk about more of this, more stories, your second deployment, and some awards that you've gotten, and share some stories that way, and maybe some other folks will call in, share some other stories like that. Again, 888-9-DAKOTA, that's 932-5682. Or if you don't want to go on, you can text me the message at 701-425-6651. That's 425-6651. We'll be back with more with Marine Lucas Kelly right after these messages.
Lifers Auctioneers proudly presents the third annual Dakota Territory Car Auction, Saturday, July 25th on Main Street in Bowman, North Dakota, in conjunction with the Dakota Territory Car Show, featuring an outstanding collection of American muscle, including a 1974 Oldsmobile Cutlass 442, a 1968 Pontiac GTO, classic square body pickups, Chevrolets, Fords, Buicks, Dodges, a Studebaker, and a Triumph motorcycle, automobilia, and so much more. Bid live, on-site, or online. For more information and online bidding, log on to Pifers.com.
For over 80 years, Dakota Community Bank and Trust has been a leader in ag financing because we understand the business of creating relationships is more than an interest rate. Agriculture is a foundation to the community, and we are here to help your operation expand, grow, and continue to the next generation. Talk to our ag lending team today.
Community looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
Equal housing lender.
Bowman Livestock Marketing, serving the tri-state area for all of your livestock marketing needs. Eastern Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota. You can be sure of great care for your cattle and top price at sale time. Call Austin Snook at 307-290-2161. That's 307-290-2161 for more information or just to talk cattle markets. You can also find them on Facebook and go to their website, BowmanLivestockMarketing.com.
If you're serious about fishing, your boat better be too. At River City Sports, this isn't just inventory, it's purpose-built fishing machines. From Vexus with advanced infused composite construction to Skeeter for speed and performance to rugged aluminum like the Crestliner Fishhawk. Big water, back lakes, walleye, crappie, whatever you chase, they've got a rig for you. And around here, walleye fishing matters. River City Sports, they'll put you in a boat that's made to fish.
Hey everybody, this is Riley Schreifer from Schreifer Red Angus. We would like to extend a big heartfelt thank you to all our family, friends, neighbors, and customers that helped make this past year a success. We here at Schreifer Red Angus are praying that each and every one of you has a safe and healthy calving season, timely spring rains, and a good start to all the hay crop for this year. If you're ever in our area and want to stop and go through the cows, our door is always open and you are more than welcome to swing in for a visit. Have a safe and blessed spring from Schreifer Red Angus.
Piper's Auctioneers presents 2 outstanding Montana land auctions coming up this summer. First, a 104-acre ranchette just 1 mile west of Baker in Fallon County, selling July 25th in Baker, Montana. Then, don't miss the Pleasant View land auction. 155 acres of contiguous cropland, hayland, native grazing, and outstanding hunting land just 6 miles west of Glendive in Dawson County. Closing August 25th. For more information on dozens of land and equipment auctions across the upper Midwest, log on to pipers.com.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Freedom Repair. Whether it's a tractor, baler, your cutter, your combine, or air seeder, Freedom Repair comes to you and helps you get fixed up and back in the field. 19 plus years experience. Give Lucas Kelly a call at 701-440-1945. That's 701-440-1945. Freedom Repair, veteran owned and operated. MoPro Guide Service, the best on Lake Oahe. Brent and his staff will give you the most enjoyable fishing experience, always having the latest in electronics, gear, and the most comfortable Lund boat on the water. Fish with somebody who lives in Mobridge, South Dakota, the heart of Lake Oahe. If you need a place to stay, the Morest Motel has newly updated rooms with free internet, a family-owned and operated business. Go to OaheWalleyes.com. That's OAHE Walleyes.com for the best fishing experience Lake Oahe has to offer. Rockin' 7W has all the panels you need. Freestanding panels, windbreak panels, feeder panels, and the original protester panel. If you don't know what that is, it's a sort panel that makes sorting calves from a cow a breeze. You can do it in a fraction of time with just one person on foot or horseback. You can custom order sizes to fit your current operation, or you can start from scratch. Rockin' 7W also does trailer repair on any size trailers, mobile welding, and custom cattle hauling. Call Justin at Rockin' 7W at 701-206-1030. That's 701-206-1030. Rockin' 7W, the farmer and rancher's go-to guy.
On that road, but don't you worry, one day I'll settle down. And when that time comes, I hope you're still around. I hope you're still around.
Welcome back, everybody. Dakota Prairie Outdoors continues on a great Saturday morning. 250 years, and we had a big celebration in and around the Medora area, around my neck of the woods. I did not make it up there, Mr. Lucas. But, you know, it says a lot. I think, have you seen some of the clips on social media as when Trump came into the Badlands here?
Oh, yeah. We watched the whole speech that day, and bunch of clips coming in, people making videos and TikToks and all that. I've seen quite a few.
So 4 of the people I knew were on the Rough Riders on horseback leading them up to the presidential library. And, you know, he showed up on the Burlington Northern Santa Fe, made a Trump train. And that, that was pretty cool, man. And, you know, he came up there. I had friends and neighbors that went up there and saw him. And it was just what a great day. And then, of course, yesterday he was in South Dakota at Mount Rushmore. And, you know, it's one thing I'll give President Trump more than anybody, I think, that I remember is he is all about America first, man. I mean, he is proud of the red, white, and blue.
Yes, absolutely. He's he is an American president. Like, and he's
so. Who was president when you were deployed?
Bush. I had second Bush. So.
Both times.
Both times, yep.
Okay, so let me ask you, we're not supposed to get political today, but I am. So I've talked to other people that have served, whether it was under Republican or Democrat, and I had a great talk with a general up at one of the fundraisers I do, and somebody tried to corner him into this question. Is there a difference between who is serving as president when you're serving in the military?
For me, it was more about the guys to my left and right.
Okay. Yeah.
I was doing something I wanted to do. I was part of something I wanted to be part of, and it was more about the guys to my left and right. You didn't give any thought to who was standing in the White House, who was, you know, you had your guys.
Okay. Let's go to your second deployment. When was that?
We left in, it had been March of 2004.
And
So,
give us a little rundown of where and what you had to go about on this one.
well, that one there, we went straight into Mama Dia, right in the middle of what they called the Triangle of Death. And basically went in there to keep the peace and try to calm it down, but it was such a hot spot. That was probably the second deployment I seen the most fighting. We had the most casualties. We got to learn a great many things about ourselves and about each other during that second deployment.
So you were in the thick of things in that one.
Yep.
Now-
I fought in Fallujah in that one. And
Okay.
so I was actually wounded in Fallujah.
Is that where you received the Purple Heart?
That's where I received my Purple Heart.
Okay. And do you mind sharing a little bit about how that happened or where you got hit, or is that something you want to keep private?
I can share a little bit about it.
Yeah, share what you can.
So we were on the southwest side of Fallujah, and our job was basically to go in and pick a fight.
What does that
And,
mean? What does that mean?
We knew there was enemy there. We were trying to take the town over to calm it down. And we kept doing patrols and basically doing the same patrol over and over again to pick a fight, just to make them know we're here and we're ready to go.
So you wanted them to shoot
Yeah.
first is what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we kept going up. We'd find weapons caches and different things like that. And we just kept, it's the joke in the military is being an infantry Marine, you're just a bullet sponge.
No, jeez.
So we just walk up in there and keep taunting them, You think of like standing in a bar and you decide you don't like somebody and you go up and make yourself in their area just so they had to deal with you. And we would basically do that same thing. We'd just keep showing up in their area and saying, here we are.
Now this is to, I'm guessing, find out where all of the weapon stashes are and all that is, right? I mean, you're not doing this
Yep.
just to pick a fight. You're doing it to find out where they're keeping all the
Yep.
all their hidden tools, I guess.
Yep. Just disarm them as best we could, gather intel, and we had, of course, you had military intelligence, and then we'd just keep rolling in, doing our thing. And one time we were headed in there, and I don't know, I had a gut feeling there was this road that we had to go across. And when you're patrolling, if you can see your checkpoint, you're close enough. You don't have to go stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
And our checkpoint was kind of out in the open, and I just had a gut feeling that we didn't need to be out there. And I remember I was team leader for the point team. So in the Marine Corps infantry, you got squads, you got platoons, and inside the squads, you've got teams. There's 3 teams that make up a squad.
Okay.
And I was one of the team leaders, and we get up there, and I was like, I halted it. I was on the point team. I was a point man the first time, and then I was on the point team second time. They kind of like us people from up here on the prairie to be on point because we can see forever. We're used to looking long distances and seeing big things,
I never thought of it that way. Yeah, I can see that.
So we anyway, we're rolling up in there. I just had a gut feeling, and I halted the patrol, and I went back to the patrol leader, who happened to be my lieutenant, and I was like, we can see our checkpoint. We don't need to go out there. And he said, no, we got to go out there. And I'm like, no, we do not need to go out there. Like him and I kind of got into it a little bit, and he says, go out there. And I says, well, it ain't going to end well. And we get out there, and I'm 3/4 of the way across. The whole patrol is exposed, and they ambushed us. And I knew it. And so we hit the ground and found every little hole and anthill that we could hide behind because it was a pretty open area, and we got to fighting.
So where did you get hit?
I got hit in the lower back on the right side.
Ooh.
Just off my spine on the right side. Went into my left leg or my right leg, and
Really?
so
they must have been up high.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
story I got later from my guys is it was sniper up on a roof, and they got him with a rocket.
Good. Got him back
Right.
anyway. So do you remember anything after you got hit? I mean, or it was
Oh yeah,
okay.
oh yeah, I was wide awake. I was one of my guys on my team got hit. He took the bullet off of it hit his Leatherman and went through the front meaty part of his leg.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't hit anything too vital. And he went down, and I guess my memory is I was moving and going, but my mind was saying, find cover, but I was moving towards him, and the next thing I know, my feet are above my head. And I landed on my shoulders, and I rolled over to get back to fighting, and then my platoon sergeant, I don't know where he come from, big old guy from Nicaragua, come and kneeled down in front and put himself between me and the battle, and started returning fire. And he, with his Nicaraguan accent, he always calls me Nelly. I got you, Nelly. I got you. So, yeah, I remember that. It was a lot. And then I couldn't move my legs at first.
Yeah.
That much of a shock right next to your spine.
Yeah.
And they come in with a poncho liner and carried me. We got out of there, and next thing you know, I'm on a helicopter. So
Yeah. Wow. And how long did it take you from healing up from that one?
a couple of years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I appreciate you sharing that story, because that's one thing you see, like you talked about the Vietnam vets. When they came back, they weren't treated very well at all. And they kept everything. It seemed, I don't know if you can vouch for this or not, but it's hard to get a story out of a Vietnam vet, but it's a little bit easier now, I feel, than it was 10, 15, even 20 years ago.
Yes. Yes. I mean, I've had a lot of Vietnam vets that will talk to me, but
Yeah, exactly.
I walked their path. I walked with them.
Yeah. A message comes in and says, did the 2nd Marines join up with the 1st Marines in Fallujah?
I believe so.
You did. Okay.
I'd have to. I believe so. I don't. That was 20 years ago. 22 years ago.
Some things you can remember a little bit better than others, I suppose.
Yeah.
So what is one of the hardest things that I'm going to go with the one hardest thing, one of the best things that you learn during combat?
Trust you guys. Trust the guys you're left and right. They're trying to get there together. One thing being in combat that young taught me is appreciate the small things.
Yeah.
Like we had a Marine that we were sitting there playing. He was teaching us this card trick and showing us a card trick, and we got called out, and he got killed while we were out. We didn't ever finish the card trick.
Oh,
So
wow.
appreciate those little things and those little moments, and so.
Yeah. Yeah. And you still get together with some of these guys. Do you keep in contact with all your fellow brothers all the way through, or have you lost contact with some of them?
I've lost contact with some of them, but there are quite a few of us that talk. I've got my original squad leader and I still chat quite a bit. There's 8 of us that talk, Zabko and Garrison and Olson and I talk probably the most, but we were 2 different squads, so when we'd meet each other coming in and out on patrols, we'd fist bump or high five and don't get dead.
Yeah. Don't get dead. How old were you when you got shot? How old were you?
I was, I'd have been 22.
22. Young. Jeez. So you talked about veterans, Vietnam vets coming home. How were you received? How was it coming home? Was there a lot of transition? What was it like?
So coming home, they warned us that it might be like Vietnam.
Really?
When we were coming home the first time, they warned us that it might be like Vietnam. So then we get here, and we were all like, no way, we're not dealing with those guys got screwed, right?
Yeah.
And we come rolling in. and it was nothing. Like we are on the bus coming from the ship, so we were on part of that meal, and we're on the bus coming from the ship, and all of a sudden we get these vehicles in front of us, and they're flagging us down, and we stop and get off, and they hand us a bunch of beer. So we have beer, and then we come back in and meet our families. So it was great homecoming.
That's awesome. So what do you think, what are the biggest challenges that veterans face after serving in today's world? What do you think, even into 2026, what are some of the challenges some of these men and women are facing when they get home that a lot of people might not know about?
Well, sleep is a privilege when you're over there. So, like, for me, when I got home, I was so used to sleeping 2 to 4 hours here and there. And when we get home, you don't have that.
Yeah.
You know, you get you can sleep when you want, you can be, and it was just weird getting back into that routine. And then going from such a high conflict to a no conflict mode, it was hard to continue to be calm. You know, you get wound up for things you didn't need to get wound up for. And then all of a sudden it all just clicks again, and you're doing all right. Some of these vets, they carry scars you can't even see, and it's hard for them to live in peace. Chaos is where their comfort's at.
And that's one of the things I want to ask you is somebody that has never been in the military, never seen any combat, maybe had a pretty easy life all their life. When you see a veteran with that ball cap on, and you don't know the scars that they're working with, and what can a person do if you see them kind of, because you see it once in a while, you know, what is that, PTSD sometimes kicks in once in a while. Is there anything that a regular person can do to go up there and calm them down, or not? Is there anything we can do?
Anything. It's different for each one, but just listen to them. When they're struggling, when they're having that hard time, just listen. You know, if they call you at 2:00 in the morning, you get a good friend that's a veteran, and they call you, feel honored that you are one they feel comfortable talking to, and just listen. Just listen to them. They're not looking for solutions. They're not looking for, they just need to vent for a minute. They need to talk about what's bugging them. They need to go with all that, you know?
Yeah. Is there sometimes something people think they're helping and it really doesn't? Is there anything, it's like, stay away from doing this, this, and this?
Yeah. They're trying to fix it. Like, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I don't need you to try to fix it, because I can't truly, you know, you and I are friends, you know, I've talked to you about things I've done and things that are bugging me, and I don't need a solution. I can't give you the detail and make you understand enough why that bugs me.
Right.
But just listen. Give me a minute to vent, you know?
Yeah. So when you look at what Independence Day from 2001 to 2026, how has it changed your perspective on what Independence Day means in your mind, and your family for that matter?
Well, for us, it's always been a day to barbecue, hang out with family, and light some fireworks off. As a veteran, hell yeah, let's light them off. Let's go. You know,
Yeah.
Make all the noise in the world and celebrate this great country. As the changes, for my family, I haven't really seen changes other than you know, different family members come and go here, you know, things like that. We've always been a very patriotic family. There's enough of us serving that it's kind of a big thing.
Yeah, generations of doing it. It never changed for you. So I tell you, what goes through your mind when you see somebody on TV that disrespects the American flag?
Oh, I'm angry.
Oh, bad.
Yeah. Oh, angry. Yeah. It would, I'd like to say I see. Well, I know I see somebody burning the flag. I'm kicking them, stomping a mud hole in their head.
It should be. I think so. And give a little advice to if a young man or woman is listening today, or their parents are listening, thinking about going into military service. What advice would you give them?
Pay attention to your surroundings. Keep a clear mind. Engage your mind before you engage your body.
Would you encourage them to serve and enlist?
I guess I'd have to individual basis. It's not for everybody. Some people really need it. I think there are people in this world that would have shaped them better if they had.
Mm-hmm.
It's my experiences, or what I see, is we live in a world right now where it's not so much what can I do for you? What can I do for my country? It's what have you done for me lately?
Yeah, entitlement, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, the last question I got for you before we get rolling here: would you do it all over again?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Zero hesitation. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, 250th birthday of the United States, which is actually pretty young for a country, isn't it? I mean, all these other countries you've been talking about have been around thousands of years, and we're a pretty young country, and I think we got a lot of things ahead of us. There's no doubt about that. But thanks to the armed forces and what you've done and helped out and shaped America, man, I appreciate everything you've done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It was an honor to be on your show today.
Yeah. Well, I know you got to hit the road, and I appreciate it. And say hello to your family and wherever you're headed. If your dad's around, give him a handshake from me as well, okay?
Will do. Going to see him here in a second. We're headed to Brockway, Montana to watch one of my cousins get married. So.
All right. Well, safe drives, my friend, and happy Independence Day to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You bet. Lucas Kelly, Marine. Thanks for tuning in today, and don't forget to hit a local rodeo. I think one of the best national anthems you can still see today is at a rodeo. So make sure to go and enjoy your local ones going all around the tri-state area here today. Eat some meat, drink some milk, wear fur and wool, and happy Independence Day from everybody here at Dakota Prairie Outdoors. Thank you, stations. Mr. Lucas, thanks again, my friend. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to sign off and get my day rolling here and get some things going. So have a safe drive.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You enjoy your day the best you can.
All right. Catch you later, man.
Yep. Bye.
All right. YouTube. Thank you all. Thank you. Great show. Great show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Happy Independence Day. Say that. Share it and tell other people. It's not the 4th. Explain what Independence Day really should mean about them. Okay. Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate you. I got to I got a lot of things going on here. So happy Independence Day. We'll see you guys down the road somewhere.